Leave it. No. Oh, good boy! Throw the ball in the general direction of a dog over there. He wants nothing to do with the dog because he now has fulfillment in his life. Reactive dog owners, if I leave you with one message at the end of the day, it is, if you have a reactive dog, this is the video for you. We are here with Morty. We're headed out to Old Town Alexandria, and we are going to be stress testing Morty's reactivity. He came in 5 weeks ago, extremely reactive, and now he is significantly improved. I'm going to be telling you exactly what we did and how to fix reactivity in your dog today. It's easy, it's a lot of information out there, but I promise you it works. All right, so we're stopped at a red light here. I want to tell you guys a little bit about how we're fixing reactivity before we're on week 5 out with the dog. A little bit of context about Morty. Morty's worked with several positive-only trainers and has had very little luck. His owners have worked with multiple trainers for 6, 8, 10 months at a time, every week, and have seen very little results. If you are working with a trainer and you don't see results in a week or 2 or 3, you're not doing something right, because training should not take that long to fix problems. So highly recommend if you're spending money for 8 months, it's not working, right? Let's not continue doing that. But the first couple weeks with Morty, all we did was really focus on the obedience, perfecting the sits, downs, stays, come, leave it, place, all of these things, starting off low distraction environments and slowly adding distractions. And also, we are also at that point in time working on loose leash walking and heel practice. Once we have all that down, we are now starting to add distractions as well as start e-collar introduction. E-collar introduction is a 2 to 3 week process generally, and we are using low-level conditioning to show Morty, a dog this pressure is not a bad thing. In fact, it's a good thing, and it's a little bit of accountability. Stay. Come. As we start to get into e-collar introduction, we've built this relationship, oftentimes just like not working on an ounce of reactivity, but just improving our relationship. The yes, the no, the dog understands they're doing something right, they're doing something wrong. The reactivity significantly improves, drastically. And as we're doing e-collar, we are also doing reactivity training. And when we do reactivity training, we are not doing it with the e-collar. 99% of dogs don't use the e-collar to train your reactive dog or fix your reactive dog. Oftentimes it'll make it worse if you're not doing it right. It's tricky. So we don't use an e-collar. We have him on a prong collar. And all we are doing is going out, finding his triggers, and we are essentially allowing him to make his own decisions and either encouraging the decisions or discouraging the decisions. When he makes a decision on his own, we either reinforce that decision or punish that decision. It's very simple, it's very straightforward. Timing is really important, and it requires a correction heavy enough where a dog, it's clear to the dog, oh, I'm doing something wrong. And when they do that, we can then fill the void after a correction with, hey, this is actually what we want you to do. This includes just, getting a dog, a different dog, and just doing passes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until it's clear. Then we get another dog. We have to generalize different environments, generalize different dogs, different places. Just working in one place with one dog is not going to completely generalize the command. Well, not the command, but the lack of reactivity. It has to be fully generalized, and that is what we're out here doing now. I'm going to be showing you how we're really stress testing his reactivity. I'm sure he will react some, but it is going to be a night and day difference from how he was reacting before training, as well as by the end of this session, you'll see, I promise you, his reactivity will be significantly better than what it was at the beginning of the session. So let's hop right into that. We have fully generalized his lack of reactivity around my house, around the walking path, the sidewalk, all these places. But his reactivity is not fully generalized. To generalize it, we have to bring him tons of different places, situations, environments, distraction levels, everything. And we do the same exact training that we do everywhere else in this environment. It means you don't react to a dog ever, anywhere, right? He only knows it in that one place. So as we're doing this, we are going to start on leash. And we are going to, again, right, allow Morty to make his own decisions. He is loose leash walking right now. I'm going to allow him to make his own decision and either correct that decision or reward that decision. We are going to let a couple dogs pass by, let a couple dogs run around, and we'll see his decision making as we do it. So we're doing a pass right now. I don't even know if Morty sees the dog. He's peeing. He now sees the dog. Yes, good boy. He looked at the dog and ignored the dog. Looked away. Right, we want a neutral response. How's it going? Good boy. Good. Good boy. Yeah, so there was no arousal or excitement from that dog. That was a good decision, but we passed the dog from pretty good distance. There's another dog over there. Let's check it out. And you guys saw there, in that situation, when he looked at the dog, he looked away. I encouraged that behavior because that is a neutral response and that's what we're looking for. So let's do a pass over here with this dog. No. He starts breathing heavy. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. Good boy. Good. So he started breathing a little heavier. You could tell that he started getting a little bit aroused and excited. And that is a behavior that we want to correct. A dog being around us does not matter at all. The most important thing he needs to be paying attention to is me. Whether we are in an area where there's no distractions or an area where there are high distractions, I am the money man. He needs to know that at all times, 100% of the time. The reason he's reactive is because he thinks that that is more exciting than whatever I have, than whatever I'm offering him, and he gets excited from that dog. Inherently, it's going to be arousal and exciting for him. No, that is not exciting. When you pay attention to me, that's when exciting good things happen. So we'll do some more passes with some dogs. I see some over there. We'll meet you guys over there. No. Yes, good boy. No. Yes, no. No. Yes. So that was not a fully neutral response. What we're looking for is a completely neutral response. And we are trying to correct any behavior that is not a completely neutral response. Yes, good boy. I'm not gonna pay him there because that was not the best pass. But if we stopped there, his reactivity, guarantee you, within a week, if that's all we did, his reactivity would be back to where it was because he's still getting some arousal and excitement inherently from another dog being around, which is not what we want. What we want is the opposite, neutral. If he looks away, if he doesn't look at the dog, if he looks at me, but he cannot look at the dog, he can glance at the dog, but he can't breathe heavily, get excited, tail wagging, stare at the dog. None of that behavior is acceptable. We are gonna do a little calmer now. We're going to let him off leash. We have him fully e-collar trained. And so now we can let him make off-leash decisions on his own, which is the first time he's had to do this. I'm gonna let him free. He's allowed to do whatever, look wherever, be wherever, but the only thing he can't do is look at a dog the wrong way, stare at a dog, get excited by another dog. We're just out here. This is how it should be. And we are going to recall him and use e-collar pressure every single time he gets overly excited for a dog. Good boy. One thing that's really helpful for owners, once we are, 80, 90, 95% of the way there with reactivity, is structured play. Making our dog work for things. Come, down, free. This structured play allows Morty to have an outlet for all his energy and give him more fulfillment, right? No, leave it. No, leave it. Yes. When we can give Morty fulfillment in his life via us and the ball and him working for it, his fulfillment is not going to happen from other people. And that's where he's getting his fulfillment because he is a little bit poorly socialized and doesn't understand things. That's how he's trying to get his fulfillment. But in reality, his fulfillment should be coming from us and things that we do, like this ball. Morty, come. Yes, good practice there, right? Recall practice. Free. Good boy. Leave it. Yes, good boy. You left the ball right for me. I'm gonna encourage that behavior. Sit down, free. Yeah, good. Down. Yes. Free. This is what healthy, fun, safe training should look like. There's a dog over there. Morty doesn't care about the dog because I'm giving him fulfillment right now, which is something that is really important. But we're gonna use this as a training opportunity and go check out these dogs while we're just walking around on a leash, because it's one thing to not pay attention to a dog when we're playing with the ball. It's another thing when we're on a leash and nothing else is going on. So let's give that a shot. Sit. Yes. So right now we're walking. There's a dog over by the water over there. No. Yes. Every time he looks and locks in on the dog, yes, good boy. We are correcting that behavior. No. Yes, good boy. This is a totally neutral response. I don't know if you guys can see this with my shoes untied, but we're making this a training opportunity. Yes. Another little pass. Yes. No. Yes, good boy. You can tell his motor is increasing, you know, maybe like 5%, which is much better, but we still need to stress test it and generalize it. Yes. By generalization, we also mean, right, I know I talked about environments, places, you know, different dogs, but it also means different positions. Being behind a dog, being in front of a dog, being next to a dog, standing there next to a dog with us not moving, a dog sitting there, us walking by the dog. As many possible situations as we can think of, we need to generalize it everywhere, every place, every environment we can possibly think of or do. What we are now gonna do is we're gonna let him back off leash and we're gonna let him go out and about, make some more decisions. Yes. Free. Yes. This is fun. This is the fulfillment he gets in his life. For being well-behaved, us having the trust and the relationship and the respect, he now can get his fulfillment in his life from ways other than passing dogs. That's something that really all reactive dog owners need to work on with their dog, is giving their dog fulfillment in their life via things that they love like this. If you have a hound, your hound is going to get fulfillment likely a lot differently than a dog like a doodle, like Morty. Hey, nope, leave it. Yes. Good boy. Down. Stay. Come. Sit. Free. Every time we throw the ball, we have to do some sort of repertoire with him. Make him work for it. Make him thinking that we are the best thing that could possibly come from or give to him. Leave it. Yes. Down. So just e-collar level. No. Down. Come. Sit. Heel. Yes. Down. Free. Good boy. Little sandy ball. Leave it. Yes. You got sand all in your mouth, bud. Free. Throwing the ball in the general direction of a dog over there. He wants nothing to do with the dog because he now has fulfillment in his life. Reactive dog owners, if I leave you with one message at the end of the day, it is perfect the obedience, add distractions. You then start e-collar training. When we start e-collar training, we also start with reactivity training. Allow your dog to make good decisions, and finally, leave it. Good boy. Give your dog fulfillment in their life. The most important at the end, fulfillment. Give your dog fulfillment. They are animals. They need to have their own happiness just like we have happiness. Down. Promise you it will change your life. Thanks for watching. see you in the next one.